Yeah, we're not waiting on the clock to stop. Anyways, boys and girls, people of all ages, welcome. Hang on, let me pull up my chat. I don't know why it's not showing. Why is it not showing? Doc chat. Oh, here we go. Pull it over here. I updated OBS and it like just destroys itself when you update it. So I'm just never gonna do that again. So, anyways, welcome. I am Dr. Cross, and this is All the Mods 10. Right now we're watching Faye Otter trying to set up auto crafting for, I guess, the enchanting apparatus. Um, what's funny, I think I saw something on Reddit, maybe. I don't remember like anything about what it taught me, but I'm pretty sure that I did see something, but I don't remember any of it. By the way, it's Thursday night, and I am off tomorrow, so we are drinking Jameson and fruit punch sugar-free ginger ale, I think, and a little bit of Sprite Zero. Um, I emptied the bottle, so yeah. So I guess I think what he's trying to do is some form of auto crafting where it goes into here and then gets modular routed down here and then crafted. I guess. I remember now. Someone did it with Super Factory Manager. I don't remember how they did it. There was I kind of just like swiped by it because I was just curious. I think I might have saved it, but I think they used some kind of just like some dude. It was like whole freaking screen full of code that they used in Super Factory Manager for automating this thing. So we may end up doing that at some point. But I'm gonna be honest, this is gonna be a freaking chaotic stream because I have no plan, and I'm in the middle of recording an episode. So my intention is actually to move all the mods 10 over to mostly like mid to long form video. So that's kind of what we're gonna do for a little while is try and move that over to video and see how I like that. Oh, titanium source stars, that's crazy, dude. I've not even got vibranium. We're gonna try and move it over to video. I think that it will help boost the channel a little bit. The streams have, the channel slowed down significantly since I started doing a lot of streams. So we're gonna do video. Isn't it? Oh, I thought this was a wireless connector. It's a extended pattern provider. Curious to see how this works. We're not allies, so I can't see what he's got going on. Oh, by the way, not sponsored, but if you see me spitting, this is what it is. It looks like it worked. I heard it work. For those of you that play on the server, and if you're even watching this, We have been having some issues recently. I think they're pretty much sorted out. I've talked to our host is Fallen Pumpkin. First off, huge thanks to him. He's freaking awesome. Go subscribe to him on YouTube if you're not already. He is a streamer, pretty much strictly a streamer. And he plays pretty much the same stuff I play. Modded Minecraft, all the mods. He runs public servers, very similar. But dude is a computer genius, and he runs servers, and he is running this server. So it's fantastic. He's awesome. We have had a couple issues recently due to some storm damage. You'll see some if you watch the next video that comes out, or the first video that's been out in a while. You will see some funny footage of that. Hopefully, if I remember, I want to include some funny footage that me and Fayotter got during this crash that we had where some chunks got corrupted. We did have to go to a backup. Thankfully, we didn't really lose much. But it's pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. It seems to be working pretty good though. So whatever he did, I may have to copy. Yeah, it just rolls right into another one. Yeah. I think you got it, dude. Yeah. Dude, that rolled right in. That, I mean, assuming that you were only going for 3 crafts, that looked like that worked perfect. By the way, I haven't shown Fayotter's base on camera yet. This is awesome. He just added this, the modern industrialization area. I didn't see this last time I came here. This is cool. But his base is super cool. Anyways, I'm gonna head back to my base. I'm gonna try not to spoil too much. But you're gonna see spoilers. I'm gonna be honest with you. They're right there. You're gonna see spoilers and right here. The big thing that I want to work on is trying to get all of this set up because we've got our infusing factories, right? And I want to have one for each type of alloy that we're gonna have, right? So let's oh, I already got them saved. Let me go ahead and remove some of this stuff from my thing so that y'all don't get spoiled. So reinforced alloy, right? So we're gonna want oh, so we're gonna have to set up enrichment chamber recipes there. Oh, excuse me. Need this thing here, and then wasn't there something? No, you just click into it. Okay, so let's see if I remember how this works. So reinforced alloy, right? It requires 1 infused alloy and 20 diamond fluids. All right. Enriched diamonds makes 80. So it's four um 4 alloys to 1 enriched diamond. So what we're going to do is we're going to create the recipe here. right? For enriched for diamond alloy. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say 4 of those. Oh wait, did that actually? Oh no. 2. Hold on. 1 of these, right? So if I just put that in as is, not gonna work. So what I have to do, south and down, right? So I have to put that in here. I have to say, all right, we're gonna accept. Go ahead and set this up. We're gonna shift click all of these, right? We're going to accept. We'll say we'll accept extra input from the bottom, regular input from the side, right? Regular input is going to be your alloy. Extra input is going to be right there. So let me pin this. Pin this window. I'll move it over here. So from south is your regular input, right? All right. So south, target the south face. And then right here, target the down face. And I'm going to take this advanced processing pattern. Now, if I put that in there, it saved that. I could take that advanced processing pattern and I could put that in there. There's your advanced processing pattern for that, right? So I can go at mechanism and I should be able to make well, it's going to make 4, but I should be able to make that. And what it's going to do is send that in here with the diamond. Should make 4 of those. Yep, it did. And then what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to go output. Ooh. Okay, so actually what I need is for output to be to the bottom. And we're just going to go top be the extra. Okay. So I'm going to pull that back out, put that in there, and have this target the up face. So now that's saved, right? I'm going to place that back in here. I'm going to set this to auto eject on. All right. We've still got that. Going to make that. And it should auto eject. It got the diamond, got the infused alloy, and it auto ejects. Beautiful. All right, so the other one we need to make is atomic alloy. So let's go ahead into our pattern creation terminal. Let's create that. All right, so for atomic alloy, it takes 40 refined obsidian to make 1. All right, how do we make that? Well, we make a enriched obsidian, so it's 2 to 1. All right, so I'm going to get rid of this. I'm going to take some refined or some enriched obsidian. I'm going to say it takes 1 of those and 2 of those. We're going to set that, and I'm going to do the exact same thing over here. I'm going to say, I'm going to clear everything. I'm going to say the input for extra is on the top. Regular input is to the left. I'm going to come in here. I'm going to place this processing pattern. I'm going to say south. I'm going to say up. I'm going to grab this pattern. I'm going to put that in there. And now I should be able to make atomic alloy. I'm going to go in there. Now all I got to do, auto eject on. And then eject to the bottom. So there's all our alloys automated. Now, should have an advanced tier installer. And really, now, should be able to make all of the tier installers. So we're going to go ahead and set up auto crafting for all of the tier installers. I'm going to have to make a recipe for the basic control circuits. I'm going to have to make a recipe for all of the control circuits, actually. Those are crafting recipes, though. go ahead and take those over to here. I did upgrade our pattern inputs, our pattern providers, and our molecular assemblers. So we can do a ton of recipes at once. I'm gonna pause for just a second. Because for some reason my account disconnected from OBS. So I'm gonna reconnect that. Stand by right here. Just a second. Should go to my phone. Yes, it's me. There we go. Select stream. This one. There we go. So now I can see who's viewing. I don't know why it got disconnected. OBS has been a pain in the butt recently. So let's see if we can make one ultimate tier installer. Let's see if we can make one elite tier installer. Alright, so elite, ultimate. There we go. There we go. So now this is ultimate, and we're going to want some upgrades for that, right? So we're going to need 2 more infusing factories, I think. Is this required? Yeah. So we're going to need 2 more metallurgic infusers. Let's go ahead and do that. What do we need? Need some furnaces? We can make that. We're going to need 2 of them. So I'm going to go ahead and say 2 more furnaces. Place those. Alright. So I'll go ahead and make the advanced pattern providers. And I've already got 2 of them. That was just convenient. Honestly, I didn't even expect to have those. I'm going to go ahead and break this. Go ahead and make the tier installers. Tier installers. I'm going to need 2 of those. I'm going to need 1 more of those. I'm going to need 2 of each of these. Oh, I'm missing 2 basic control circuits. So go ahead and make the recipes for those. Right, so ultimate control circuits, boom. Elite control circuits, boom. I think, do I already have advanced control circuits? No, I do not. So let's go ahead and set a recipe for those as well. And then we will get the recipe for these. We'll set that next. So this is like, these are all crafting, right? I can put these pretty much wherever I want. Do I really need that much? Holy cow. Okay. Alright, well, I'll go ahead and enrich a bunch of diamonds. We're going to set these up next. And these shouldn't take quite as much. I don't have power connected to those. There we go. Alright, now let's go. Gotta make 2 of these. I can. So what it should do is go ahead and make whatever I need over here. Make sure that this does everything correctly. I've got auto sort on because I wanted to make it as fast as possible. Is that on blocking? It's acting like it's on blocking, but it shouldn't be. Man, those are expensive. All right, there we go. So now I've got 2 of those. Gonna make 2 of these. Should be able to. So that should get that one going, and then that should also get this one going. Or I may have enough. Oh, there we go. Oh, we've got everything we need there. So there we go. So these are ultimate now. All right, so this one is going to be for making basic control circuit. Basic control circuits, 20 redstone and 1 osmium. All right, but what does enriched redstone get me? Enriched redstone gets me 80. All right, so that's another 4 to 1. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to make that recipe. We're going to go ahead and say that right there. No, we're going to take enriched redstone, right? And this is 4 osmium to 1. See what I did wrong. I made it 1 instead of the right amount. I need to pull these back out. I need to probably put these back in here. I'm gonna have to clear these. I know what I did wrong now. Because now we've got extras, right? We've got extras of all of them. Yeah. So what I did wrong is that I didn't set the output to be 4, right? So this one, I'll go ahead and put, well, no, I can't put in there yet. I got to go right here. I have to go target south, target up. Then I can do that. Then I can put this in here and I can go like this. I can clear all of these. I can say input to the south, extra to the top, output to the bottom, auto eject on. And so that should be able to make the basic control circuits. Now, what I did wrong with these is that I didn't set the output correctly, right? So the reinforced alloy, right? 20 to 1. How do I make this? That makes 80, so that's 4 to 1. No, it's 4 to 1. All right. So I'm going to set that recipe. I'm going to clear that. I'm going to go like this. Nope. I'm going to go like this. And I need to set that to say that that makes 4 of those. And then this is 2 to 1. All right. So I'm going to clear that. Nope, not that. That. Add 2 of those. And then I'm going to make 2 of those. Now, that should be right. Okay. So I could set that. Target south, target up. Grab that. Target south, target up. Grab that. And I can just pick one of these. Well, I'll do that. Do it like that. Now that should be a little bit cheaper for making an ultimate tier installer. Yeah, much cheaper. That's why I was thinking it was so expensive, because it was using like 4 times the amount of stuff that it needed. Now this last one is going to be for making steel. And actually we're going to need another metallurgic infuser. But we'll go ahead and make the recipes. Steel requires, well, steel dust requires 2 metallurgic infusers, right? 10 carbon. So I know the recipe for this one. And honestly, I could use enriched coal. I'm not going to. You know why? Because I got so much coal, it's not even funny. All right, so how do I make enriched iron? Same deal. 1 coal, 1 enriched iron, just like that. And we're going to come in here. We're going to say target south, target up. Boom. Target south, target up. Boom. I'm going to put 1 in there. And I could do both, honestly. I could put them both in the same one. I think we'll go ahead and make another metallurgic infuser just because I want it to be fast. No way I'm out of redstone. I'm out of redstone. Alright, let's run over to the mining dimension. We need to make redstone essence, but kind of we're working towards upgrading our essence farm. And that's something that we're going to do in the video that's going to come out soon. But we should be able to just... I've used every last bit of our redstone. Holy cow. Alright, well this needs to be sag milled. And it can turn into redstone. Wow. Alright. Well, let's see how we can make redstone seeds. Tertium. That's easy. We can do that. I need to make nature seeds too. That's another one that I need to work on. And a little wand here. Boom. You can take some redstone from the witch spawner. Yeah, or I can just do this. The demagnetization thing, don't I? Yeah, why is this not doing it? Maybe it is. Anyways, we'll get that its own spot. Pull that out. Throw that right there. And we'll add another recipe for redstone. Just like that. Anywhere in our molecular assembler one. And there we go. We can make redstone. There we go. And we're going to need tier installers. And we just gotta wait on those. Should be working down here. Yep, there's our advanced tier installer. And there's our elite tier installer. So now we can go basic, advanced, elite, ultimate, and we can make one more pattern provider for it. Go with the regular advanced. Throw that down there. That's going to get our enriched iron recipe. Just like that. This one I'm going to go ahead and clear. Input. Is that right? Alright, so I need to set this one up. Input left, extra top. There we go. So those should all have recipes. So now we can. Oh, and another one I did set up is the Altamodium furnace for being able to. Oh, I got wireless power on it. That's right. So I should be able to make the steel recipe, right? So let's go steel. If you make it, you melt steel dust. Put that in the Altamodium furnace. Now I can make steel. I've got glass automated. We don't have osmium automated. How much osmium do we have? We've got plenty of osmium right now. So I should be able to make the recipes for speed upgrades and energy upgrades. So we'll go speed upgrades. Boom. Boom. And energy upgrades. Where are they at? Here. And I should just be able to turn that into a regular crafting. Now the one thing we don't have is our crushers, or our crusher automated. Go ahead and get that connected up. Got our red cable right over here. We may end up having to add more to that, right? Because we've got, what do we got? We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we're definitely going to need to bring dense cable further than we've got it right now. There we go. That should be fine. So now I'll be able to bring over our enrichment chambers and our crusher here all into this red network, right? So I'm going to go ahead and pull red cable off of here because we've got plenty of channels available on here. We're only using 13 to 32. So we'll go ahead and make another. I think I can just use a regular pattern provider for this. Let's see. I think I can go input output, auto eject on. That should be all I have to do, right? There we go. That should allow us to add recipes to our advanced crushing factory. Let's go ahead and make that. Go ahead and make that elite and ultimate. And we do not have the recipe yet for these. We'll add that next. These are working hard, and then we'll get our speed upgrades and whatnot. Might take a minute there to make the ultimate one because it's gonna have to go through both tiers here. Then we'll get our speed, we'll get our energy, and we'll go ahead and get that fully upgraded here. Alright, so we need to make osmium dust and gold dust. go, let's just go at max. Right, so that requires osmium dust. Go ahead and make a recipe for that. That is the crusher, osmium ingot, boom, energy upgrade, gold dust, crusher, boom. And that one shouldn't matter for directional because it's all going to go into the bottom. So I should be able to go, let's make 20 speed upgrades. That's going to work on all those alloys. This is going to work on the osmium dust. Got auto sort on. And there we go. We start seeing our speed upgrades coming in. We'll go ahead and make 20 of the energy upgrades as well. This will go ahead and crush gold if it needs to, but I guess we already had it. So it's basically just waiting on these alloys. Go ahead and speed that up. Why not? There's our energy and our speed. We'll go ahead and full energy that. Go ahead and full energy that. Already had full speed. Yep. Cool. All right. Go ahead and do the same to the next one. Alrighty. So we're going to need a lot of all of those, right? Let's go ahead and make 60 of each. Can I make 60 of each? I'm low on iron dust and enriched redstone. Alright, so we need to set up our recipes over here for our enrichment chamber. These should be the same. Should be able to just go in from the bottom. Just like so. Alright. Everything is coming through the bottom. And then we'll go auto eject on. There we go. And we will connect those up with our red ME glass cables. We'll bring that off of this network right here. There we go. Now, should be able to go we're going to be able to make enriched redstone. We're going to be able to make enriched diamond. We need to be able to make enriched obsidian. And we're going to want to be able to make this right here, metallurgic infuser with diamond. Now, enriched obsidian, or refined obsidian, I mean, right, requires 10 diamond to 1 obsidian, and that 10 diamond comes from one of those, so it's 8 obsidian to 1 diamond, right? 8 obsidian dust to 1 diamond. All right, so we'll go ahead and make that recipe as well. Any more patterns? All of these can be put into here. This one is going to need the target south, target up. We'll go ahead and put that in the same one that we're making other diamond stuff. And then crushed obsidian. Is that what it's called? obsidian dust. It goes in the crusher. Now we can make enriched obsidian. We can make all of our enriched stuff. So we need 4 of these. And 2 of these. 4 of these. Out of crafting CPUs. Gonna have to upgrade our crafting setup for AE2. We need more crafting CPUs. We've got a lot of co-processing, but we don't have a lot of CPUs in general. So that's making those. We want auto sort on all of these. And we'll end up putting speed upgrades and everything and whatnot so that it's a little bit faster. But there's our 4 of those. And there's our 4 of those. That should pretty much be our mechanism stuff. Quantum computer core would do me a lot of good. How expensive is that? That's not that bad. Need to get Skystone stuff. Ender dust would be good to automate. Yeah. I'll go in the crusher. There we go. And we need to put a storage bus. I'll put one on this backpack here. We need to put a storage bus, I reckon. Is like an extended storage bus? No. Can't make capacity cards. I think we can put 4 of them in there. It gives me most of the stuff in there. Can we put one more? We can. That gets me most of the stuff that's in there. It at least gets me the ender pearls, the important stuff. Right, yep. So, yep, now we can see our ender pearls. That's good. So, the core. Quantum Computer 4 provides 256 million crafting storage and 12 co-processing threads. Make some auto crafting for that. So the only thing that we can't make right now is the 256 million. Vibrant quartz glass. Alright, so those are all regular crafting ones. We need the 2/3 spatial, or 2 to the third spatial component. And we need quantum processors, which we don't have. Quantum alloy. Quantum infusion. Alright, so we got a little bit of work to do here. Quantum infusion, how do I get that? Okay, that's in the reaction chamber. Alright, so this one, hold on. Quantum alloy is made in the reaction chamber. No. This one here. Takes a lot, but it's worth it. Alright, and then the quantum processor is made in the inscriber. Or hang on. Crystal assembly, that's what we're going to want to do it in. Circuit slicer. That. Those are crafting ones. And then this one was a crafting one, yep. Right, so this one is a circuit slicer. Oh, I already had that one made. And then these are just regular crafting. And what was the fluid made in? The fluid is made in the reaction chamber. And that fluid made out of quantum infused redstone, which is made out of a shattered singularity in either the inscriber or the crusher. Alright. Do it in the crusher. We've already got the shattered singularity recipe made. That's got to go into the crusher. See if we can make one of these. We're missing Skystone dust and matter balls. Alright, so the matter balls we can automate pretty quick. We've got the matter condenser here. We're gonna make a sink. What is the best way of moving fluids? Is it fluid pipes with a netherite upgrade? I don't know. but if it's not, then we'll have to figure something else out. That's what I'm going to use for now. Then we're going to set this to condensed matter balls. And then I'm going to put a atom pipe drawer. Oh man, I made another drawer upgrade. That's not what I meant to make. I meant to make a pipe upgrade. I need to set recipes for the pipes stuff, so let's go ahead and do that. There we go. Whoa, no, not 1,000. I did it next. There we go. Do that. And we'll need that. There we go. Make another netherite one, because why not? Do that. There we go. So that's going to fill up that. And then what I'm going to do, because I'm pretty sure we can afford to do this. Let me make sure on our channels before I do. No, we're 8 of 8 on that. We're going to need... Need to run some dents here. There we go. Then right here, I can run a smart. That one didn't even need a smart. So now we're only running 1 of 8 channels off of that smart cable there. Is that right? All of these drives. That's running. Wait, what? Oh yeah, that's right. That's running off an ME interface. So we're gonna have to do some funkiness here. Actually, I might not, since it's a storage bus. I think I can go like that. Partition, priority 10. Can we see those? Yeah. All right. Super easy. See if I can make the quantum computer cores. I need 13,000 matter balls. I mean, what if I did it with just singularities? What would it require? It requires 214 singularities. I don't know if it's easier to do the matter balls or the singularities. I think it's definitely cheaper to do the singularities. So I may just have to let this run for a long time. I think that's all I got to do is just let that run for a long time. I I think it's way faster to do that for singularities and then use the what is it, the reaction chamber, I think, to be able to actually make them. I think that's definitely better. So that's going to be just a waiting game. Do we have facades? No. Oh well. We'll just have to see that one. I don't feel like messing with that. Well, that was pretty much all I wanted to get done. We did get pranked. I showed this in the video that's going to get uploaded at some point. We got pranked. There's a bunch of crafting tables around our base. Let's go ahead and get rid of those. I'm assuming that it was Fey Otter. I may be wrong in assuming that. But there are crafting tables all over the place. Apparently I needed 64 of them. I don't remember saying I needed 64 crafting tables, but I guess I did. Because they're everywhere. Yep. Okay, I figured that was who it was. There's one there. There. I probably placed that one. Got the ones in there. Got the ones by my door. Is there more out here? I did not get all of them, I don't guess. I don't know. I think I got pretty much all of them. Got all the ones that were in the way, at least. There's a couple. There's one right there that I'm not about to mess with. Got one over there. Looking okay over there. I don't see any more down here. I think we're alright. Alright. Last thing I want to make. Get nature seeds. Need cactus and pumpkins. I really don't have pumpkins. I really don't have cactus. Really surprising. I know where we can get some cactus. I think we've got. Do we have a desert nearby? I don't know. We've got a beach nearby. Gonna have cactus. So we may have to fill out our nature compass. Oh wow. Put them there because my ME system was out of power. I don't remember that. Alright. Cactus. There's gotta be an easier way. By cactus. Yeah, I can. I'm just about to place this out here. One diamond. There we go. How about pumpkin? I can buy pumpkin seeds for 1 emerald. Where did I get all those emeralds from? idea. I did not have that many emeralds like yesterday. I go down here. I don't think it's gonna be dirt, but it might be. I go like this. Enough pumpkins there. Should be able to make that nature agglomeratio. Oh, but I don't actually have the sugarcane. But I have sugarcane outside. I have the recipe for sugarcane for whenever I do have nature agglomeratio. But I have plenty of sugarcane. There we go. That requires prudentium. Definitely got plenty of that. Prosperity seed. There we go. So we'll go ahead and head down here, make that seed. And I think once we get this made, that'll probably end it for this stream. Been going for about an hour. Doesn't even seem like we've been going for an hour, but we have. Been a very quick hour. Go. Plant that wherever. Go nature. Nature essence. And we'll give that a spot over here somewhere. Boom. Alright, now we've got nature essence. And we've pretty much automated what we can. One thing I do want to make is this world spike. Because my FTB chunk stuff doesn't seem to be loading chunks, but I think this world spike will. Place it right there. And I believe that should keep 3 chunks loaded. Got a mega torch. Genuinely no idea where the zombies are coming from. I have not had a mob problem at all until now. But now I shouldn't. Alright, well. Thank you for watching the stream. I hope that you enjoyed. Be sure to check out the next episode that comes out. We're going to have a video coming out. I'll be honest, I don't know when because I haven't finished recording it and then I got to edit it. Your force loaded claim chunks are only loaded when you're on. Oh, okay. Well, that answers that question. So I think that should load all the time. Is that right? Hopefully. So hopefully all of our farms will be working and stuff now. Anyways, thank you all for watching. I appreciate you joining me. And for some reason now my F5 is working. Sometimes my F5 works, sometimes it doesn't. Anyways, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you know whenever we upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching. Take care, y'all. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.